The Barrigator is a crocodile-type Zoid used by the Helic Republic. The Zoid is amphibious and performs well in swamps, marshes, and shallow aquatic environments. It can be used elsewhere, but a lack of flat ground will restrict the... Okay, so what I actually want to talk about is my favorite Titan's Return figure, Krok. Do I need a particularly deep or meaningful reason to do that? I don't think so let's dive right in. Now, aesthetic-wise, this Krok is quite a bit different from some other iterations, being a redeco of the Titan's Return Skull Smasher, with a retooled Titan Master, as opposed to being a monoformer. And while some jet and bomber depictions have hit the mark before, I think I actually prefer Krok and Gatorface, formerly known as Gator Raider, as a beast former duo. I feel like these colors work with the mold really well in comparison to the watermelon aesthetic of Skull Smasher. Not to say Skull Smasher's colors are bad necessarily, but these colors feel a bit cooler in my book. While Krok's partner, Gatorface, doesn't have much detail going on, he's still a cute little guy, and the bright neon green really does help him stand out from his mold sibling Grass. Now let's get into Krok's articulation. In the legs, Krok is able to move and rotate his legs a bit better than the Combiner Wars style molds. He has fantastic splits and ankle swivels. Then, other than having 360 arms, he's got beautiful biceps and forearm swivels. On top of that, he has the same pretty solid, if wiggly, head articulation that a lot of the Titan's Return line have thanks to the Titan Master's own head articulation. Overall, you can get some very dynamic poses out of this guy. For Krok's accessories, he has his tail, which can in theory be used as a mace or an extra gun, and sometimes, stored inside of his tail, he has a bright neon green rifle. Now let's get on to his transformation.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
Now, in Gator mode, Krok still has some pretty solid articulation in all four of his limbs, surprisingly, and it might take a little bit of effort, but his alloy gator mouth does in fact open, revealing some beautiful translucent green details. Like some sort of mutant space gator. Now, aesthetic-wise, I do love how Krok's color palette and use of translucent rubbery plastics really brings out the mold's similarities and inspirations from Zoids. It blatantly wears that inspiration on its sleeve. Where certain panels or sections were darker on Skull Smasher, the light neon green here makes it more obviously a cockpit, for example. I could easily imagine a new Zoid Gator having a design similar to this. Heck, the back portion where the Titan Master stores could even be the section you put the Zoid core during construction. I do really love this take on Krok, whether just for its anime influences or various other Zoid inspiration aspects of it, and the fact it's a Scavenger character. And I wholeheartedly hope he's never a plain or an monoformer again. If you're in need of a Krok, for example, for your Scavengers collection, I'd say look no further than the Titan's Return one. Unless, of course, Hasbro does a collection of the Scavengers akin to the Wreckers sub-imprint in the upcoming Mayhem collection. Of course, if they make it so he's not a gator in the new line, it'd be pointless, so... yeah. Anyway, see you next time, stars. The Barrigator is a crocodile-type Zoid used by the Helic Republic. The Zoid is an amphibian... The Barrigator is a crocodile-type Zoid used by the Helic Republic. I really love this take on Krok. Its anime influences and